This podcast is being recorded and produced on Gadigal land.
We pay our respects to the traditional custodians of this country and elders past present.
We extend our respect to any First Nations, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people joining us today.
Always was, always will be Aboriginal land.
I'm Brittney Saunders.
And I'm alright, hey, and this is High Scrollers, the podcast version of your favourite group chat.
If it's trending, going viral or has you gripped, we're talking about it.
Coming up on this episode, we are talking about the middle seat dilemma. Which is the best seat to sit on in the plane? I'm going to tell you one of my experiences that I've had recently. Bit of a hero, actually.
Plus, I have a new hyper-fixation as always. There's something that I'm obsessed with and I can't get it.
Brittney not having something that she wants is absolutely so scary. So look out, because she always gets what she wants and she can't get what she wants this week. So things are on the rocks.
And we give you 6 life lessons that are actually pretty life-changing, not going to lie.
Yeah, for sure. 6 things that we have realised around our 30s that we wish we knew sooner. And maybe you'll know some of these things, maybe you won't. But stick around because we'll tell you all about them. Deal me and doll, let's go.
Do you want me to say good morning or do you want me to fucking change it?
Well, do whatever you want. It's your podcast.
Good day, Matt.
You reckon?
Yeah. What else do you want me to say?
Switch
You
it
always
up on
say
me.
you
what?
hate it.
No matter what you say, I think I'm going to have a problem with it.
Okay, well, from now on, you can say hi.
No, that's fine. Well, hi everyone. I'm quite traumatized today. I'm feeling a little off, if I'm honest.
Why? What's happened?
Yesterday I did something really, really brave. And I know that everyone's gonna be really proud of me when I tell you what I've done. I'm a bit of a hero, actually. A bit of a hero in this situation, but it's crazy. I don't know how to put this into words, but yesterday was a really big day for me, and I sat in the middle seat on a plane.
Oh,
wow.
fuck.
I mean, wow.
You
what a
really
moment.
took one for the team.
Yeah.
You fucking flew that plane.
Yeah, first time in my life, I want to have you know.
How have you never not been in the middle seat?
I mean, here we go. When we started this podcast, first of all, I cut a carrot for the first time, remember? And now here we are, I'm flying middle seat.
I feel like
economy.
I've gotten stuck in the middle seat in the times where you forgot to like check in online and pick the seats and you get given the random one and you're in the fucking middle.
Well, I was actually on the aisle seat. And I changed to the middle seat.
Why?
Because I'm a hero. I'm a hero
What,
and I
you
came to
offered
save the
seat
day.
to someone?
Yeah, so what happened was I got on the plane. There's this lady in the middle seat. She said, "Oh, you here on the window?" I said, "No, I'm on the aisle." Then this man gets on the plane. He's in the window, so we're both sitting there. So we get up. So I get up out of my aisle seat to let him into the window. And then this lady in the middle was really struggling to get out of her seat. And I was like, "Oh, do you want some help?" She's like, "I'm right, I'm all good." She's trying to get up. She did take quite a while to get up, God love her. And I was kind of like, come on, love, we don't have all day. The whole plane's waiting to board the plane. Like, let's go. And then as she got up, the man got in very quickly. And then she went to go back in. And then she turned to me and she goes, "Do you want to just sit in the middle? Because it might be easier because I've got like leg problems and I can't move around very easily." And without even thinking, I went, "Yeah, of course. No worries. Yeah." I sat down in the middle seat. She sat down next to me. And then I went, what the fuck have I done?
Middle seats on planes should be fucking illegal unless you are in a group where you know people on either side. Then you can lean on them. But otherwise, if it's just strangers sitting next to one another, middle seats should be illegal.
For sure. And so I've sat down and the first thing I thought was, oh my God, I've just given up my aisle seat, which I don't really actually... Okay, so I do love an aisle seat, but I've learnt to love an aisle seat. So just side note here, when all my flights were booked... when my flights are booked, sometimes they're booked through like an agency, and so they just like select. I think they must have that my preference is an aisle seat, or they think that I want an aisle seat because it helps me get off the plane quicker to be where I need to be. But I actually enjoy a window, and I'm one of those people who I'll wait till the plane is completely empty.
I'm a window girly too.
Yeah.
And it makes me think, you know how sometimes when they board a plane, like a domestic one, they're like, first we're boarding like the back of the plane, like 15 to 30 or whatever, they board first and then they do the front. I wonder if any airline has ever trialed like everyone on a window seat boards first and then middle and then aisle. I wonder if they've ever tried that.
Yeah.
Because the fuckery of, like, you know, the window person getting on last and then everyone needing to stand up and move out.
But my thing is, if you are in an aisle seat, why are you boarding so quickly? Because you're just stuffing everyone up. Like, just wait till the end. Do you know what I mean?
I always wait to the end. I never stand in the line and wait. But the only time it really fucks you around is if you've got a mini suitcase and you get on there finally and there's nowhere to put your bag. Then you have to put it at the end.
Yes.
And then you're just fucked.
Yes. Yeah. So basically I learned to love the aisle seat, though, during my time because you can actually cross your legs and stick your legs out in the... You got to be conscious of when the trolley comes and if anyone's walking up and down the aisle. But, like, you've got that extra leg room to the side, which I quite like. So I was sitting with me leg over me knee, you know, reading my book, love it. Whereas on the window seat, it's also good because you have, like, a little bit more space. You can kind of lean up against the window. So that's good in itself as well. But I do not see any benefits of sitting in a middle seat. So when I sat down...
Who the fuck would ever pick that?
When I sat down, I went... I've just made the biggest mistake of my life.
How long was the flight?
No, an hour and 9 minutes.
Oh, that's fine. But even still, that's insufferable.
Yeah. But let me tell you, I actually really enjoyed myself in the middle seat.
Why?
I thought it was fabulous. I actually felt like I had plenty of room. I felt like it was, like, fine. Like, I mean, I cannot imagine doing it for, like, 14 hours to LA or something. But, like, you know, for the hour and a half flight or however long I was there for, totally manageable. Like, totally fine.
And I think the person in the middle seat should be entitled to both armrests.
Okay, but that's where I have the issue.
Because the outer people get the outer one, and because you're in the middle, you should get both.
Yes. The problem is, both my passengers next to me did not let me have the armrests.
Nah, that's wrong. I would have been elbowing them out of the way.
You reckon?
I would have said, I'm in the middle. The middle person gets both.
Okay, now...
Then the outer people get their outer one and the extra room. The person in the middle... The thing is, I can't stand the middle seat because I feel like I can't look anywhere. So I don't know if you experienced this, Matt, but I feel like the only direction you can look in is straight. Because if you look out the window, it looks like you're looking at the person and they keep like looking at you over their shoulder. Like, are you looking at me? It's like, no, I'm looking past you and out the window. Yeah. And you can't look into the aisle because then you're just going to be looking at someone on the other side. So you have no choice but to look straight ahead.
Yeah.
I can't stand a middle seat.
No.
I wonder if there's anyone out there in the world that likes sitting in the middle.
Well, remember not long ago, Virgin did that middle seat lottery?
Yes.
And if you picked the middle seat on purpose, you actually went in to like win a bunch of prizes or something. But I am actually so frustrated at how busy planes are at the moment. Because remember, you'd catch a flight and you'd be like,
They'd be
cool,
empty,
there's no one sitting next to me. Wow. Well, not these days. Every flight I went on for like the tour, for example, every single flight they were making an announcement at the start of the flight saying this is a full flight. You need to put your bags under the seats in front of you to allow more room in the bins for suitcases. So all personal items and small bags go under the seat in front of you, blah, blah, blah. Like every single flight I took was so full and there's just no chance of being like, oh, there's no one sitting next to me. I get a whole row to myself. Nah, there's none of that anymore.
So, but all in all, why the fuck did you enjoy the middle seat?
I don't know, but I just felt like I did. Like I just went, it's not that I enjoyed it, but I was just like, I think I could do this. I think I would do this more often.
Would you do it again?
So if they brought back the middle seat lottery, I would absolutely do that. Like,
I love when you get on a domestic flight. I mean, it probably doesn't happen as much from Sydney, but from Newcastle, it's pretty common that we just get the planes that have 2 and 2.
Oh, yeah.
And that's always like perfect.
Yeah.
Or the planes are even so small, sometimes it's 2 and 1.
Yeah.
The tiny little Qantas Link plane things. And I love that. Feels like business class if you just sit by yourself.
Did you know when I was in South Africa, the planes in South Africa, so not the one that I flew in and out on, but the planes that I took around the country, the rule in South Africa is you can't listen to headphones so you know when we take off in Australia and your laptop has to be stowed but you can use your laptop up in the air, same with headphones. You can't be wearing earbuds or headphones or anything, I guess, because in case there's an emergency you need to be able to hear what's going on.
I'm surprised that we can just put our headphones in and not listen to the safety demonstration and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, not me. I'm always looking her dead in the eye going, I'm on your side, darling. I know exactly.
I'm giving you my full attention.
I'm giving you my full attention, all right? I've heard this. I could recite it off by heart, but I'm still going to look where that light and whistle on the life jacket is. Time for our royal flush of the week. The best thing we've seen on the internet this week, although sometimes we like to break the rules and just talk about whatever we want because this is our podcast, not yours. Brittney, what do you got for me this week?
Well, my royal flush is something I've seen on my TikTok. It's my whole For You page at the moment, and I want one, but they're sold out. So have you ever heard of Sunny Angels?
Never.
They're these little figurines, and I've just Googled it to actually get it correct. So this is a line of cherub figurines. It's kind of giving like tiny Cabbage Patch doll.
Okay.
Created by Japanese toy manufacturer Toru Soya. I'm going to be saying that wrong. I'm sorry. Who is the CEO of the Japanese company Dreams. Anyway, there's these things called Sunny Angels. They're like a tiny little cherub doll. They're about as big as, like, smaller than my hand. And you buy them and you open them up and it's a mystery what one you're going to get.
Okay, love this.
They're these little cherub things and there's like apple or like whatever. And they come out with all different themes. And they're just these little baby dolls and they're a different theme. And it's a surprise every time you get one. And people collect them and it's like this whole fun thing. Like people unbox them on TikTok and whatever and reveal what Sunny Angel they got. Well, I've seen Sunny Angels for ages. We'll pull up a photo so that you can see them, Matt. They're these little things.
I've seen these before. They look like a little snuggle pot and cuddle pie.
Yeah. So Sunny Angels, very cute. But Sunny Angels has just collabed with Casetify, which is the iPhone case brand. And you can buy the phone cases and they're all different themes. But they also did mystery boxes. So you could put in what phone you have and then you get sent a box. And I've been seeing all the influencers in America do their unboxing. So I think they got like a cool PR box.
Yeah.
But they essentially got these PR boxes. You open it up. It has an image on the front of like all the potential ones that you can get. And then you lift it to reveal your phone case. And then it comes with a little Sunny Angel that clips next to your camera. And it hangs over so that when you're looking at your phone, the little Sunny Angel is like looking at you.
That's
and I've
cute.
just been addicted to watching those videos of people unboxing and seeing what, because it's like a farmer's market theme or something. Like they get an eggplant or a carrot or strawberry or tomato. So you get this cool phone case and the little Sunny Angel that clips onto it. And I went straight on the Casetify website, but all you can do is buy the cases, like not the thing with the little cherub.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking bummed. And if you want to get something to just binge watch, go and look up the Sunny Angels Casetify unboxings on TikTok. Because it's like so exciting to see what someone's going to get. And they're like, they hope that they get one, they get something else. Anyway, it's just one of those gimmicky little fucking things that I really want. But I can't get.
It's the most random royal flush yet.
Well, it's just that if you go and watch, like, Brettman Rock did one. Like
Brettman.
Yeah.
Brettman.
Is it Brettman?
Brettman
Rock.
Brettman Rock.
Like, there was an unboxing there. Like, all the American influencers have done one, and I wanted to get one, but I couldn't.
All right. Well, let's work on that.
Casetify.
Producer Hannah, can you message Casetify, please, and get
us
them
a
to
PR
send
box
some
with
Sunny
a mystery
Angels.
Sunny Angels, please.
And then we'll unbox them on our High Scrollers TikTok.
Yes.
Which, by the way, if you're not following, go and follow us on High Scrollers TikTok, please.
Yes.
Scrollers.
What's your royal flush, Matt?
My royal flush is a show I've been watching. Bit of downtime, you know. We're taking August easy, as you know. And basically, I've been watching this new show on Netflix, which if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen me talking about this already. And it's called Good Girls. And I think I'm finally ready to give it some credit because I have been watching it for a while now. And I'm getting towards the end, and I'm not quite at the end yet, but I think I'm confident in saying that, like, it's a good recommendation. Although some people have told me that they just stopped. I'm almost at the end of season 4, and apparently there's no more after that, and they've axed the show. And I don't know if it ends on a cliffhanger or not, but that's not good. So, but anyway, the point is, I actually saw it on TikTok because you know how people just upload full TV shows to TikTok?
Yes.
So I saw this video of them like robbing this grocery store on TikTok. And I was like, what is this show? And everyone in the comments was saying Good Girls. And so I decided to watch the first few episodes and it had me hooked like straight away. It's just like...
Is this the one with the 3 like mums and the really hot guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they basically, if you haven't seen the show, like without spoiling anything, it's like 3 mums, they need a bit of money. So they plan to rob one of the mum's workplaces, which is a grocery store, and then everything goes wrong, and they realise that the money that they've stolen is actually part of a money laundering service for like this big drug lord mafia sort of thing, and then they have to start working for him to pay him back the money and blah blah blah, and then they just get like deeper and deeper into this web of crime, but it's so funny and it's so
it's like
silly.
this serious shit, but then it's like a funny show at the same time.
And it's just like, it's also what's good as well is like pretty much everyone in the show is someone I've never seen before on television. So it's like I'm introduced to this whole new bunch of people and actors and actresses that I guess I haven't seen in other things. Because like, I mean, obviously that's the way the world works, but like I find it really hard sometimes, like especially Rebel Wilson is a good one. Like Rebel Wilson, no matter what she plays, will always be Fat Amy for me, or even like that girl from The Wedge from way back when. So it's like I don't know if that's just my brain, but I struggle to.
You don't recognise the short lady that's in it? Out of the three friends, you know, the short.
No, what's she out of?
That was the only one that I knew. I swear she's been in other big things.
Go Google girl and we'll see.
Look at the cast of Good Girls.
Yeah. I mean,
Her, Mae Whitman.
Okay.
She's been in other things. The
What's
Duff. She was the Duff designated ugly fat friend.
Yeah, I mean, what'd you call me? I mean, she's not made a big enough impression. I'm seeing some big names there like Weeds and stuff, Big Mouth, and I mean,
I think I remember her from Duff.
Yeah, but I don't know. Obviously didn't make a big enough impression on me to remember that. CSI. Perk Sabina Wallflower. Yeah, nah. Nil interest. But basically, I like that they were all people I hadn't really seen anywhere else before. So anyway, it's a really easy watch. It's just fun. It's funny, but it's also gives me a bit of it keeps me on the edge of my seat.
Yes.
Bit of tension there. Bit of like, what's gonna happen? I do get a little bit like sometimes I need to look away because I think there's gonna be a jump scare, but there isn't. There never is. It's like you always think there's gonna be a jump scare, and then it's just like a rat running across the floor or something. But there's a lot of that. But it's just really fun. And obviously, like, there's detectives who are trying to figure out who's money laundering. And so there's, like, different storylines happening. Anyway, I just love... Oh, you know what, though? Like, I will say, it's not the best thing in the world. Like,
it's your royal flush.
It's my royal flush because I haven't been doing much and it's really been my main focus recently as I'm trying to rest and recover. But, like, yeah, I think... It's not the best thing in the world. It's not going to be for everyone. So I can't guarantee that this will be the best thing you've ever watched. But I'm recommending
the majority of people would like it.
Give it a go. Just give it a go. It did get very slow in season 3 as well. Season 3,
I think I gave up like into season 2 or towards season 3.
Yeah, season 3, I think it lost me a little bit, but then it pulled me back in by the end of the season. And now they're adding in people in season 4 who I have seen before, like that girl from not 911, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Is that the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, the weird girl. She's in it. And she's weird in that as well. I think she just plays the weird girl in everything. I don't know what her name is. But anyway, that's my Royal Flush of the Week. Let's move on. Well, I feel like 2024 is the year of realising things. I don't know about anyone else, but I just feel like this year we're just realising things and doing things. And I did see a Reddit thread the other day. You know, you love your Reddit, Brittney.
I do.
And I don't know, I'm trying to get into it, but we'll get there soon. Basically, it was this thread that was like, oh, what's one thing you wish you knew earlier in life? And how would it have like improved your life? And I was thinking, like, because I'm turning 30 this year, as we all know. I won't shut up about it, but like I feel like this year, for some reason, what's that saying where it's like your frontal lobe is coming through or it's developing? Like, I feel like that's just continuously happening this year, and it is so a year of realising things about myself, my family, my friends, about life in general. And this year I've been realising a lot of things. So I thought today we could share with our audience, because you are so much older and wiser than me. You could share maybe some life lessons that you've learned that maybe if you wish you knew this sooner, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So you take 2 seconds to write down 3 things.
So to write down 3 things that I wish I'd learnt sooner in life.
Yeah, I've got my 3 things.
Okay, hang on.
I've got mine ready.
Let me think of 3 things. I'll write it down.
Okay, we'll be back momentarily.
All right. I've got my 3 things, but mine are like dumb, Matt.
Yeah, good. Mine are dumb as well.
Okay.
We don't need to be inspirational over here on High Scrollers. We're not trying to change the world. Like, give me your first one and I'll judge it.
Okay. I actually genuinely only learnt this last night or the night before on TV.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what show I was watching. Maybe I was watching Selling the OC. Did you know that horsepower, you know when they refer to things as like horsepower, like the motor size and whatever, you know that's actually calculated off the power of real horses?
How?
Because back in the day, horses
carried
things, and that they figured out horsepower. So now it's got a certain horsepower motor. That's quite literally based on how many horses. The calculate how fucking...
Wait, I don't understand. So if a car has, 80 horsepower?
It's like the power of 80 horses.
No.
It is.
I think you're lying. Can we go Google, girl, please?
It's real.
Like Brumbies or what are we doing here? Horsepower.
It's a common unit of power at the rate at which work is done. In the British imperial system, 1 horsepower equals 33,000 foot-pounds of work per minute. That is the power necessary to lift to total mass. Like, it's a real thing. It's a fucking calculation. Here I was thinking they just go, yeah, 40 horsepower motor, like just some saying. But it's actually about horses.
Okay, yeah. So 1 imperial horsepower lifts 550 pounds, which is about 250 kilos, by 1 foot or about 30 centimetres in 1 second.
For fucking... Like, I get that they've done it because horses used to power everything back in the day. But get rid of that now.
But also, who in their brain had enough? I mean, look at this. P equals W under T, FD under T over T. 180 lbf times 2.4 times 2 pi times 12 foot over 1 minute. Like, who's doing the math here? Maths is made up, I'm convinced. Like, maths is...
Not real.
Yeah, maths is what people have made up to make dumb people feel dumber by just putting, like, words and symbols. And you can't, like, sorry, pi? Well, who came up with pi? Where'd that come from? You just decided 3.6927, whatever the number is.
I'm fucking with you, Matt.
And putting over and under, and I mean, times and divide.
They make sense.
Minus, that all makes sense.
Yeah.
But like 2x over 3.
The power of 4.
To the power of square root of, get fucked. Anyway. So
that's my first fact. And
that's a good one.
A girl said it on Selling the OC in an episode I watched like 2 nights ago.
Well, I love that. You did well on that one.
Thanks.
Okay, do you want to know my first one?
Mm.
My first thing that I learnt that I wish I knew earlier in life. Mortadella is literally just Devon.
Is that the thin stuff that's got little white dots on it?
Yeah, like, so, you know, like, I see these girls on TikTok. Shout out Adele Marie for starters, because she was making these... Oh my God.
The sandwiches.
So the sandwiches with the fresh Baker's Delight bread roll. Mm-hmm. She'd put mortadella on it. And I looked at this mortadella stuff and I went, oh my God. And she's going, it's delicious. It's so good. The mortadella. Oh my God. Yum, yum, yum. Can't wait. And I was like, I'm running to the shops to get this mortadella. I got home. I smelt it. I went, it smells like Devon. I put it on the sandwich. I've taken a bite. I've gone, that is literally Devon.
You've made a Devon sandwich.
Devon sandwich.
That just shows you the power of branding. Because
Yes.
mortadella, it sounds fancy.
Yes.
It's fucking shaved Devon.
Yeah, which, like, I think like the actual mortadella has like a little bit, like, it can come with olives in it as well, and there's like some differences, but like the mortadella that I literally just got from Coles, I opened it and went, looks like Devon, smells like Devon, put it in my mouth, went, tastes like Devon.
Well, you know what? I'm going to say it. I fucking love Devon.
Me too.
I love Devon.
Devon on a roll with butter and ketchup.
Yep.
Tomato sauce, little bit of
Fucking
butter.
love it. Like, I would genuinely smash a sandwich, butter, tomato sauce, Devon.
But by the way, Devon's not called Devon everywhere in Australia.
What's it called?
I think some people call it Fritz as well.
What?
Fritz. And they, you know how we call it cabanossi?
Mm.
In Melbourne, I said, should we gently the charcuterie board, get a bit of cabanossi on it? They go, what the fuck's a cabanossi? I said, sorry? They go, you mean a cabana? A cabana?
A cabana is a thing in my fucking backyard.
Yes, by the pool. A cabana? You're joking.
Well, that's the same way
Let's
they
all
call.
get on the same page, please.
What do they call rockmelon? Cantaloupes.
Yeah, that's right. Cantaloupe. No, cantaloupe, Kim. I love Devon.
I fucking love Devon.
Cabanossi.
I love cabanossi. I love any processed meat.
Me too. Me too. Prosciutto, baby. I mean, let's talk about prosciutto because I could do that for a while.
Is prosciutto processed meat or is that just like a real piece of meat sliced?
Oh, no, yeah. Oh, sorry. I just am talking about like meat,
Any
like
meat.
sliced meat in
Yeah,
general.
I love any meat.
Although I don't love a salami if it's too spicy. I
Yeah,
love a mild
salami's
salami.
a bit too rough for me. Like when you rip it, it can be a bit like...
It's not a pleasant user experience.
Yeah, whereas
is it?
prosciutto's nice and soft.
Yes, prosciutto.
Yum, I feel like a cheese platter.
Devon. I love a chicken loaf. Sorry.
What's that?
Chicken loaf is like Devon, but chicken.
I've never tried.
You've never had
Or like
chicken
if you get
loaf?
like... Oh, I just spat everywhere.
That's all right.
I'm
It's-
fucking
I'm
got
salivating.
saliva everywhere.
Mm.
Is it when you just buy like a packet of chicken and it's like the round slices
Yeah,
really thin? Yeah. I like that.
But the one from the deli is better because
Okay, I
it's
need to
actually
get
a
that.
loaf of chicken and they actually slice it.
But how much of it? I want to know how much of it is chicken.
Don't care. Don't care because wow, is it delicious.
Mm.
Oh, chicken loaf. Get it up. Your ham. Love ham. Oh,
What did all the girlies eat before burrata?
I don't know.
You know how burrata is a thing now? Like you go out and you get the burrata
Yeah.
and you get the meat plate and you get the bread.
Yeah.
And that's like a thing. Like everyone's obsessed with burrata. Burratas have been around for our whole lives, but we've only just discovered it now.
Yeah.
What did the girlies go out to eat before burrata was a thing? What was
Garlic
it?
bread.
Garlic bread.
Well, because burrata's like your entree sort of thing that you get for the table, isn't it? Like everyone goes,
So you reckon everyone was going out for garlic bread before burrata was a thing?
Bread. Oh, is it Panarottis? Getting a garlic bread as a starter? When you'd go to Lone Star, what would you get at Lone Star? Or Hog's Breath? You get
Garlic bread.
garlic bread. It was always.
So
Well,
burrata
that-
is the new garlic bread.
I just love every time I go out with my... Yes, burrata's the new garlic bread. I just love when you go out to dinner with your family and it's like, how many garlic bread? We'll get 8 garlic breads.
Yeah.
And then there's just so much garlic bread on the table.
See, but I think it's burrata now. Give me 8 burratas.
Oh, in
Even
this
in-
economy.
Yeah, they are expensive. And what an easy sell for restaurants.
Yeah.
They're buying that shit in a tub and plopping it on the plate, drizzle some honey over it and give you a thin bread with it.
Yes.
And I'm buying it.
Yeah.
They've reeled me in, but
We should start doing what those people do when they take their own avocados to the cafes. We should start taking our own burrata
yes.
to restaurants and say, we'll just have the flatbread, please, and then pull out of the handbag a burrata.
Yeah.
Drizzle it in a bit of oil, bit of...
But how have we
basil
only
on
just
top?
discovered burrata? It has been around for our whole lifetime, but why is it now that it's like the thing to get in restaurants? Why?
I think it's because of toddies, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I think toddies really changed the game with that. Thank you, Mary Vale. Because we weren't doing it before then. I think that's the first place that I
Yeah, me
found
too.
out about burrata, right?
Now I've got it in Newcastle.
Nice.
Going out and getting 3 burratas. Probably fucking $20 each. Or more.
No, some of them are like $28. It's ridiculous. Okay, so there we go. That was a long tangent there, but mortadella is just Devon. Second. We need your second life lesson, please. What's something you've recently learnt?
Okay. This is another one that I honestly learnt, I swear, last night on TikTok. You know, on a golf course.
I saw this too. This will be good, yeah.
On a golf course, they move the holes.
Yes.
I've never played a game of golf in my life. AJ has played quite a few. He's not bad at golf. They move the fucking hole. So they fill the current hole and move it to a different spot every now and then to like change up the fucking game.
Yeah.
So then when people go, oh, they made it really hard today, like this person was saying in the TikTok,
Yeah.
it's like your partner goes to golf and they're, oh, they made it really hard today. It's like, what do you mean they made it hard? You go to play golf there every single time. They move the fucking hole and dig a new one
Yeah.
every time, basically.
I know. I knew that they did that, but I also didn't know that they did that for that purpose. So I have seen videos of them changing the golf course holes before and knew that they did that, but I thought they might have just moved it over like a meter or two just to replenish the grass and like it was more of a preservation thing. Not
It's to change the game.
change the game and just go, nah, we're going to fuck them up with this one and put the hole right over there where they can't see it. I love that. I think that's so camp. That's camp. All right, my second one for you. Dry cleaning. I only just found out not long ago, dry cleaning is not actually cleaning your clothes in a dry way. Like, how do I explain this?
What?
When I heard dry cleaners, I thought they were just kind of like putting it in a dryer.
Aren't they cleaning it dry though?
No.
They don't put it in a washing machine, I don't think.
No, they don't put it in a washing machine, but they still put wet products through it.
Ah.
Yeah.
Don't they like steam it in this thing?
No, dry cleaning is still like you still get like wet, like it still gets fully submerged in wet product.
But do they
But
put
it's
it in a
not
washing machine?
water, and it's not getting tumbled around in a washing machine.
I thought they just hung it up and it was like.
That's what I thought. I thought they just like you used to see the dry cleaners and they had the big tracks that the clothes would
doesn't
go
it
on.
just go around
I thought
on
the
that?
clothes just went on a little roller coaster ride through like a steam room and had a bit of a sauna and came out fully refreshed, and that was like dry cleaning. Like you've cleaned it, but we've cleaned it dry. Like we've not used any water or any. No, because I used to get my Camilla's dry cleaned, and I was like, yeah, they're just getting steamed and whatnot. No,
They wet it.
they put it in. Go Google, girl, so I can get the correct terminology here of how dry cleaning actually works for you all. So dry cleaning uses a waterless cleaning process to remove dirt and debris from clothing. So it's a large machine that cleans clothing using a solvent. The solvent is then extracted from the clothes and they are air dried and pressed. So,
It doesn't get wet?
okay, the term dry cleaning is a little misleading in that it actually isn't dry. Instead, it means that instead of using soap and water, dry cleaning employs chemical solvents that remove dirt and grease and eliminate stains. So, one of the earliest solvents used was kerosene.
Wait, when I was a kid and I had knits,
Yeah.
my mum,
Don't tell me she put kerosene on you.
she when we would get knits, we had a big laundry sink, like those stainless steel laundry sinks. She would tip our head over and then pour kerosene over our head, just raw.
Babe, what is going on there?
No, I kid you not. I can feel it running down and try not to get it in my eyes.
Oh my gosh. I mean, we just went to the chemist and got one of the knit.
No, we got kerosene tipped on our
Oh
heads.
my god.
Maybe that's why my hair's so thin and fucking oily.
You know what? You know what? It would not surprise me,
That's
baby
why
girl.
my hair's so thin and oily,
That
because
is
of the
so
kerosene.
alarming, and what a fucking fire hazard. I mean, Jesus Christ. Anyway, dry cleaning isn't dry. That's my second one. What's your third one?
My third one is, and look. Oh, why did
What
I
was
just
that?
say that?
Really?
Look. I don't know if this applies to all zippers, but apparently, apparently,
Yeah.
all zips have locks.
Yeah. You don't know this. I knew this. My mum taught me this
I
when I was
didn't
very
know
young.
this.
Yeah.
So when you pull up your zip, just say you've got it on your fly.
Uh-huh.
This is throwing me back to the genus was that for our first episode that we spoke about genus?
Yeah.
If you pull up your zip, right, and then you flatten the zip so it's
Uh-huh.
flat down,
Yep.
and then you try and pull it down,
Yep.
it's locked.
Yep.
When you flatten that zip lip bit, it's
Yep.
literally locked. You have to then lift it up, like facing forwards,
And push it down.
to push it down. So
Yeah.
all of our zips have locks.
Yeah. How iconic is that?
I know. I didn't fucking know that.
Yeah, my mum taught me that when I was younger.
But I reckon there'd be some zips out there that are like shit and they
Yeah,
don't lock.
Probably. But yeah.
Speaking of, Matt, when you travel, I know this is a really random question, but when you travel overseas, do you put a lock on your suitcase?
Well, my suitcases have a lock embedded in it.
Because the thing I've always wondered is I've always just travelled with my suitcase, like anyone can open it at any time. Like I've never been safe and got like a lock for it.
Really?
Yeah, which I think is how most people do it. But the thing is, even if you've got a lock on it, someone could just get a pen and stab the zip and rip it open that way.
Yeah, surely.
So I feel like...
Although I've got a Victronox suitcase, so like that's not happening.
Oh.
Yeah. My suitcase is heavy duty security.
Yeah, right. I think I need to get one of those because I'm just out here fucking raw dogging travelling.
Well, they gifted it to me years and years ago. And then this year it's lost a wheel. It's got a 10-year like warranty, or maybe it was a 5-year warranty. But anyway, I got it 10 years ago. And it was when I first started, usually one of the first things to get gifted to me.
What's the brand?
Victronox.
Never heard of it.
Like they do the Swiss Army knives and stuff that. And like, anyway, this suitcase is the best suitcase I've ever used. If you are looking for a good suitcase.
How do I spell it?
It's the best. VIC. It's spelt like Victorinox. but I think it's pronounced Victorinox.
Victorinox.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I recognise it's like the red emblem.
Yes. And so they sent it to me, and then now one of the wheels has gone missing, and like it's been absolutely trashed over the years and years. I've taken it everywhere with me for the last 10 years. It's finally had its day, and I went to buy a new one. $1,500.
That's what I said. I'm just on the fucking website now. The first one on their travel gear page is $1,100.
Yeah. I went, all right, I'll stick to July because I can't be
And
doing
even
that.
July suitcases are expensive.
Yeah. But I will say, if you were someone who was traveling a lot and really wanted a high quality suitcase, Victorinox, oh my God, best thing I've ever used in my life. Anyway, what was
Zips?
So that's your third?
Mm-hmm.
So I've got one last one for you. Something more of a personal one, something that I like discovered myself, which I thought was quite fun and quite nice, was that meal prep can be literally anything you want.
What do you mean?
So like meal prep, I'm just not someone who like meal preps and cooks food in advance. I was just like cooking all the time because in my mind, if you're going to meal prep, it has to be plain chicken and broccoli. Like it's triggering from like my days of, you know, doing meal prep
Diets.
properly and doing all
Yeah.
those crazy diets. Like in my mind, if I was to meal prep something, it would have to be healthy. Whereas I'm like, you can meal prep pizza.
You can meal prep lasagna.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh,
I'll
wait,
be doing
you
that.
hate lasagna.
You can meal prep hot dogs. Why not? You could meal prep burritos and like you can. What I'm saying is you can meal prep shit that doesn't have any nutritional value.
Mm-hmm.
And it's taken me 30 years to realize that. I realized it about 6 months ago when I actually meal prepped. All I actually meal prepped at that time was like the mixture for like tacos and burritos and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did that and I was like, oh my God, now I get to have tacos all fucking week. How good is that? Like I'm someone who would just make the taco mince and just use up the whole thing that night. And even I remember I used to message my friends and be like, we're having tacos tonight. And I would know I'd have too much food left over. So I'd invite my friends over to have Taco Tuesday or something. Whereas now I'm like, no, stuff the lot of you. I am having meal prepping the just the meat portion with the veggies in it, with the taco seasoning. And then I'm having tacos for lunch. And I'm having a burrito for dinner. And then tomorrow I'm going to have enchiladas. And then the next day I might just have a burrito bowl.
Do you
without the wrap.
I know a guy who refuses to eat any sort of leftover. Like, they throw out any leftovers. Like, refuses to put it in the fridge or, like, wouldn't freeze it and get it back out and, like, reheat it.
That's kind of crazy, but also very me. Like, because sometimes I will admit I do the meal prep and then it's 7 days later and I go, oh, fuck, I better throw that chicken out. So I
Surely
didn't
if
eat
it's
that.
been in the freezer, though, it's fine.
I don't love the freezer aspect though. I'm more of a put it in the fridge and use it over the next 3 to 4 days. Freezing it, bit much for me because also then I forget about it in the freezer.
Yeah,
And
I forget about it too. See, but I grew up eating things out of the freezer. Like,
okay.
our bread was in the freezer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hate that.
So we would pull out the bread and you'd rip off the piece and then it'd snap in half. So then you have to get the next one, then put it in the toaster and then you got toast.
Yeah.
Like, that's how we grew up. Our bread was in the freezer. It was never on the fucking bench.
Nah, I hate that. We rarely did. But I'm doing I'm doing dinnerly at the moment, so that's going well because I've got the one. I have one for dinner, and then the next day I'll have the second serving for lunch because it comes with 2 servings.
Yep.
And Sky is a vegetarian, and I went, sorry, babe, I'm getting all the meats and all the everything, so I'm loving that at the moment. But yeah, meal prep can be anything you want. Don't forget that. Don't forget you don't have to have meal prep healthy things. If I want a meal, because even things like you see on social media, the like breakfast cheesecake with the wheat bix and the yogurt on top. Like, you know, again, a little bit healthy for me to be doing overnight oats and things like that. Like, I don't want to meal prep healthy stuff. You know what I mean?
So what you're saying is you've discovered that you can bulk cook things.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
You don't have to cook one serving is what you're saying.
You can cook a pasta and then have that pasta for like as long as you want. I'm so sorry, but this is something I didn't process beforehand.
That's fucking
As
iconic.
I said, I think it's triggering from like having those days of meal prepping, going to Kmart, getting the little tubs, coming home, cooking unseasoned
fucking chicken, yeah.
boiling all the vegetables, and then serving it all up for the week. I'm just thinking to myself, why wasn't I meal prepping like
pizzas?
Good stuff. Pizzas, hot dogs. I could meal prep burgers, but the buns might go a bit soggy. But, I mean, just anything.
So
at this
you've
point,
just discovered cooking in bulk.
yeah, basically. I've got my own Costco kitchen happening.
I
at the
love
moment.
it.
I'm loving it. And anyway, there's 6 life lessons for you.
Yeah, really important ones at that.
Yeah, things we've just discovered. And I don't know if it'll change your life, but we're not here to do that. Find another podcast that will, bitch. Anyway, thanks for joining us, scrollers. Thanks for being here. Can you please say your line?
Another episode done and dusted.
Yep. And we'll see you next week. Don't forget, rate us 5 stars, all the rest of it. Anyway, Darla, I better let you go. I got to go be a hero and sit in the meal.
In the meal.
Anyway, Darla, I better let you go. Got to go be a hero and sit in the middle seat. I still said it weird again.
It's because you're thinking of meals.
Yeah, I know. Wait, but let's say it one more time. Anyway, Darla, I better let you go. I've got to go. Anyway, Anyway, Darla, I better let you go. I've got to go be a hero and sit in the middle seat.
Can we leave all the bloopers in?
No!
Yes, do
You
it.
can't!
Do it.
You can't!
Leave it in.
You can't!
Leave it in.
You can't!
Leave it in.
You can't!
Leave this whole bit in. It's just fading out. The music's playing.
Anyway, Darla, better let you go. I'm sick of you.